Respect and trust. Respect and trust are the most basic expectations in any kind of relationship, be it friendship, romantic relationship, or family bond. Therefore, in this video, we will discuss 9 characteristics of people you should not respect and trust according to Stoic philosophy. To understand who the person you are communicating with is and their true essence, it is enough to analyze their speech and actions. To illustrate this point, I will comment on each characteristic of such individuals and explain why you should not trust them. Before we start, please subscribe to the channel because I want to make a positive contribution to the life of even one person who watches the video to the end, and I want to see the payoff in comments, views, and likes. Let's move on to the first type of people, narcissists. When dealing with narcissistic individuals, the Stoics remind us of the importance of not letting other people's behavior affect our peace of mind. Being indifferent to their self-centered actions allows us to maintain our peace of mind in the midst of their arrogance. If someone is always talking about themselves and cares little about others, they are not someone you can trust. They have their eyes only on themselves and constantly prioritize their own needs. It doesn't matter who they are. You cannot trust narcissistic people. They exalt their self-image as the most important thing in the world. They don't want to be inferior or equal to you. They are the kind of people who will do anything to further enhance their image. The act of desiring and admiring your own self, your ego, is extremely dangerous, because it is impossible to know what such a person will do to maintain the image they desire. Typically, they are the kind of person who causes others to take the blame for their own mistakes. Therefore, do not trust people who talk excessively about themselves and try to impose only their opinion on others without listening to anyone else, because these people can harm you at any time to achieve their goals. The second type of person is the gossip. Stoicism also teaches us how to deal with gossip and hurtful words from people. The Stoics emphasize that we should not pay too much attention to other people's opinions about us. If someone reveals another person's secrets or shares information, it is likely that the same person will do the same to you, that is, gossip about you and your life behind your back. Believe me, this is almost certain to happen. When someone gossips, it is not just a habit, it is an act done for pure pleasure. So don't think that just because someone is your friend, they won't tell your secrets to others. Do not make this mistake. The only advantage you can get from a gossip is the advantage you can get if you want the information to spread, because then you will only have to tell the gossip and they will do all the work for you. The third type is the person who constantly irritates you. When it comes to dealing with angry or manipulative people, Stoicism offers us the practice of self-reflection. Instead of reacting emotionally, we can stop and think about how our own perceptions and reactions affect the situation. If you are going through a difficult time in your life and you easily lose patience with someone, it is not because of that person, but because of the daily stress you are under. When you are calmer, but you get angry all the time around a certain person, it's a completely different situation. If that person has the ability to make you angry all the time, it's because they subtly provoke you by throwing out ideas that confuse you and feeding your doubts little by little in small doses. This makes it difficult for you to fully understand their emotional and psychological games. Believe me, there are people who behave this way just for fun. So be wary of these subtle little games, because if the person is always irritating you and you don't even realize it, it is important to be careful with such people. The fourth type is the person who constantly radiates negative energy. Stoicism teaches us how to deal with the negative energy around us. When you get together with a person who radiates negative energy, it affects you. Therefore, Stoics teach us the importance of avoiding such energy and maintaining our own inner peace. If a person is constantly radiating negative energy and that negativity is affecting you, it is best to stay away from that person. Such people often tend to project their negativity onto others. These people, who cannot cope with their own inner problems, attract negativity to everyone around them. Being around them can cause you to be in a negative mood as well. Therefore, you should stay away from such people who radiate negative energy in order to protect your own peace of mind. Type 5. Unreliable people. Stoicism teaches us the importance of not trusting and depending on others. If a person consistently breaks promises or disappoints you, you should know that you should not trust that person. Untrustworthy people are often self-interested and do not care about the feelings or expectations of others. Doing business or being in a relationship with such a person can cause you to be constantly disappointed. The Stoics remind us to stay away from such people and teach us to rely on our own inner strength without dependence. 6th type, people who shirk responsibility. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility for our own actions. If a person consistently shirks responsibility and always blames others, you should pay attention to this person. People who evade responsibility usually do not admit their own mistakes and try to avoid their own problems by constantly blaming others. Working with or being in a relationship with such a person can bring you stress and frustration over time. The Stoics teach us to bear the consequences of our own actions and remind us to stay away from people who avoid taking responsibility. Type 7. People who are not open to negative criticism. The Stoics teach us how to accept criticism in a positive way. If a person is consistently closed to criticism and defensive, you should beware of this person. Well-meaning criticism is important for our personal growth, and people who are not open to it often find it difficult to see their own shortcomings. This can be an obstacle to personal growth and development. The Stoics teach us to take criticism positively and use it for personal growth. Therefore, you should avoid associating with people who are closed to criticism. Type 8. People who complain all the time. Stoicism teaches us the importance of stopping complaining and developing a positive outlook. If a person is constantly complaining about everything, this person can radiate a negative energy. Stoics remind us of the importance of maintaining inner peace and developing a positive outlook. Complaining not only creates a negative atmosphere, but can also affect one's own inner peace. Therefore, you should avoid spending time with people who constantly complain. Type 9. Hypocrites. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of honesty and truthfulness. If a person consistently exhibits hypocritical behavior, that is, there is a discrepancy between their words and actions, you should avoid this person. Hypocrites often act in their own self-interest and do not hesitate to manipulate others. The Stoics teach us the importance of being honest and truthful, of being transparent with others. Therefore, you should avoid associating with hypocrites. We have completed this video, and I hope these tips have been useful for you. Remember, you are a valuable part of this channel. If this video has made you think or taught you something, you can support your discovery of the power of Stoic wisdom by leaving a like and a comment. If you don't know what to comment, you can share your thoughts on the video by simply writing "Stay strong." If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Every small step counts in your personal development journey. Keep moving towards victory. Thank you for your attention.